The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. Never bend your head. Always hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye. Keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see a shadow. Alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. Walking with a friend in the dark is better than walking alone in the light. What we have once enjoyed we can never lose. All that we love deeply becomes a part of us. The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. Everything has its wonders, even darkness and silence, and I learn, whatever state I may be in, therein to be content. Your success and happiness lies in you. Resolve to keep happy, and your joy and you shall form an invincible host against difficulties. Although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of the overcoming of it. Avoiding danger is no safer in the long run than outright exposure. The fearful are caught as often as the bold. True happiness is not attained through self-gratification, but through fidelity to a worthy purpose. Love is like a beautiful flower which I may not touch, but whose fragrance makes the garden a place of delight just the same. We could never learn to be brave and patient. If there were only joy in the world, what I am looking for is not out there, it is in me. So long as the memory of certain beloved friends lives in my heart, I shall say that life is good. We can do anything we want to if we stick to it long enough. One can never consent to creep when one feels an impulse to soar. Self-pity is our worst enemy, and if we yield to it, we can never do anything wise in this world. The most pathetic person in the world is someone who has sight, but has no vision. Knowledge is love and light and vision. When we do the best that we can, we never know what miracle is wrought in our life, or in the life of another, until the great mass of the people shall be filled with the sense of responsibility for each other's welfare. Social justice can never be attained. The world is moved along, not only by the mighty shoves of its heroes, but also by the aggregate of tiny pushes of each honest worker. Faith is the strength by which a shattered world shall emerge into the light. It is not possible for civilization to flow backwards while there is youth in the world. Youth may be headstrong, but it will advance at allotted length. I do not want the peace which passeth understanding. I want the understanding which bringeth peace. There is no king who has not had a slave among his ancestors, and no slave who has not had a king among his. Smell is a potent wizard that transports you across thousands of miles and all the years you have lived. Many persons have a wrong idea of what constitutes true happiness. It is not attained through self-gratification but through fidelity to a worthy purpose. Life is an exciting business, and most exciting when it is lived for others. We may have found a cure for most evils, but we have found no remedy for the worst of them all, the apathy of human beings. People do not like to think. If one thinks, one must reach conclusions. Conclusions are not always pleasant. I seldom think about my limitations, and they never make me sad. Perhaps there is just a touch of yearning at times, but it is vague, like a breeze among flowers.